Oh, look at that. That's going to be fun for the whole family. Don't forget to get yourself signed up for the Valley News Live Monster Jam Triple Threat Series Experience giveaway. To get registered, it's easy. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on the contest tab. It's brought to you by Monster Jam Threat Series. Creating your perfect home can seem like an impossible task. Where do you start? The experts at Mosaic Design and Build are here to tell you that it is not that stressful. With the right help, you too can have a home that you always wanted. And with us today, we have Melanie Iverson, lead designer with Mosaic. Melanie, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's so great to be back.
I love this because this is something that whether you live in a house, apartment, you know, any twin home, mobile home, you always want to make your space your own.
Absolutely.
Let's start with what makes Mosaic different than some of the others out there.
Yeah, I think something that sets Mosaic apart is the fact that the two co-founders are my husband and I, James, and so we work together hand in hand. Sometimes in our industry, it gets really overwhelming and contractors just need an answer and you have all these decisions. And so that's where I come in and I can say, okay, let me manage this part. Let me handle him. I know how to talk to him and the subcontractors. And so I can come in, create an entire design for someone, and then we keep it all in-house at the same time so that we can execute as seamlessly as possible.
Very similar to, Chip and Joanna from
Fixer
Upper. So there really is something. Are we going to get you guys a TV show? I would totally watch you too.
Yeah. James is really funny. You should.
I know. Well, you said maybe next time we'll get him on here as well. Yeah. So when I think about, changing things up, redesign, remodeling, sometimes it does seem overwhelming. So if someone comes to you and they're like, I want to make some changes, I don't know where to start, what do you tell them?
Yep. I don't start with a humongous project right away. If someone is really hesitant, I think it's better to start with a smaller area just because you got to be in the game if you're going to remodel your kitchen or your entire main level because it's stressful. And so if someone wants to just start making some small changes, I would start in your living room or a main area that you spend a lot of time in with considering a new paint color on the wall or pillows or maybe some furniture.
We have a picture ready here for an entryway.
Yeah. So I actually have photos of our own house. We bought this home in North Fargo a couple years ago. This was the home's entryway when we purchased the house, and then it was dark. I mean, you can see it. It was dark. There was this really strange, peninsula of a closet that just you felt like you were walking in a dark hallway, and I hate that. I want an entry to be warm and welcoming. And so now you can see, we gutted our entire main level and started all over again. We took that entryway out. I did paint a big black wall in the back as our accent wall, and then have a lot of different colors going on there. But now there's room for people to walk in. There's room
completely
to
different space.
It's a totally different space.
And don't be scared of black. I would have been scared of black.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have another picture here? What's the next one if we have them? Okay.
Yep. So this is our den. This den. So James and I bought the house, and we were discussing where should we start. We want this to be really cool, and he called me the day we signed and said, I've already taken out all the paneling in the den. I was like, I guess we're starting in the den.
Demo guy. He is like Chip, isn't he?
He is like Chip, yeah.
Okay, so let's see the after on this one.
Yeah, so it's kind of a different angle, but yeah, this is our after now. I still went with a darker, it was a really rich, emerald green tone, black, and then got pops of color in there. You can see my lover, my Samuel, my Labrador, hanging out in that space. But this is where we watch Bison games. This is where we hang out as a family and snuggle together for those movie nights.
I love it. The kitchen. That's the heart of the home.
It is.
Here's the before picture. Is that a blue fridge?
No, it's a natural light.
Oh, okay.
The natural light that's coming down. So we have a couple skylights in the kitchen, but something that I didn't prefer about the setup was that it was so closed off, and it felt very small to me. Now, I'm one of 8 kids, and it's really important that everyone in the family can participate in events, whether it's Christmas like we just had or Easter or whatever. And so we knocked out that center wall, gutted the entire space, and I mean, it was so It was a lot of work. James did almost every single piece of this. He was so busy for a whole year. But yeah, I mean, we took out the flooring, we took that wall out. So now we have a 9-foot peninsula with storage on either side, and then we put our stove in the center. Something you see a lot right now in design is sinks that are in the center island or in that center peninsula. But because that was such a gathering space, I didn't want all the dirty dishes to just sit in that area. I wanted to be able to push them to the perimeter of the space, and then so that we could continue to gather. And, you know, I just wanted that flow to work really well.
I feel like that is the perfect mix of what's on trend, but also real life.
Yeah.
Because that looked like a picture from a magazine, but you also look at the kitchen and you think, well, I know I'm going to eat and have dirty dishes.
Right.
Because it's real life.
Yeah, and I don't want to shoo my company away just to do the dishes. Like, I want to keep people there and keep that the atmosphere and conversation flowing as much as possible, because that's what makes the kitchen the heart of the home.
Okay, we're out of time. So tell people how they can get a hold of you to find more information.
Yes, you can go to mosaicfargo.com online, and then we're Mosaic Fargo on Facebook and on Instagram.
I love it. Thank you so much, Melanie. Great to visit with you, and thank you for sharing those pictures. Stay with us. Coming up next, the 44th Annual Scandinavian Buffet is taking place at NDSU a little later this month. We have a sneak peek next here on North Dakota Today.